It is 3 o'clock on the East Coast, and I'm coming to you from Vermont in the warehouse of AP Prep Services, and we're excited to do some live conversation about selling on Amazon, and we're going to talk specifically in a few moments about the arbitrage model, which both Alan Urizar, who's with me, and myself have used for years and found to be profitable and successful and fun. And so we want to invite you to bring any questions, comments, thoughts in regard to arbitrage. And again, we'll get to it specifically in a few minutes. Our bigger interest is to just talk about, what do you do if you're a beginner? What do you do if you're just hearing about the opportunity that Amazon presents? Alan and I are both convinced that Amazon FBA gives you a really great opportunity to build an online e-commerce business, to add margin to your budget, maybe to provide what would be the equivalent of a part-time job, at least in the beginning, and could evolve easily into a full-time enterprise. But one of the cool things about the arbitrage model that we like is you can grow into that. And so it can start as a hobby, and then it can become a 10-hour-a-week part-time job, and then it can flower into what you commit to full-time. So we'll get into those details, but we want to grease the skids a little, talk about what it takes to set up an Amazon account. How do you think about different models of selling on Amazon? Because there are multiple lanes you can swim in, so to speak, when it comes to selling on Amazon. And then we'll talk about why we prefer arbitrage and some of those other details. Alan, jump in and say hello and introduce yourself.
Sure. Yes. How's everybody doing? My name is Alan, and I've been also selling on Amazon for, I can't believe it's almost gonna be 5 years now. And it's been a very good experience for me. I've been learning a lot, and I think I'm still learning every day. So we want to share with you guys our experience and kind of give you a step by step for people that might be starting up and finding this kind of video. So we're gonna give you a step by step on how to start selling on Amazon.
Yeah, that's great. I've sold on Amazon for about 7 years, so we're coming to you with about 12 years of experience. And doesn't mean we know it all or can answer every question, but we've seen it be successful over time. I want to apologize for any background noise. It was quiet in here all afternoon until about 2 minutes ago when we decided to go live, and then looks like they're unloading some stuff. But well, let's jump in. If you have never sold on Amazon before, Alan, and you just want to get started, what are a couple basic things to know, and what's it take to set up an account so that you can do it?
Sure. One of the things that I've been seeing a lot of people that have issues, mainly on our communities where, we have people asking questions, and we're, helping answering questions. Most of the time, when you're starting up and you're opening your account, you have to realize that now, in order to sell on Amazon, Amazon really has a lot of steps and requirements to be able to approve an account. It's not like 5-7 years ago where you could just open an account and put your email, your name, and you'll be able to sell on Amazon really fast. Now they're looking. Amazon is looking for more serious people, and it doesn't really mean that they're not gonna approve everybody, but it means that they're asking for they want to make sure that the people that are opening accounts is real people. There has been some issues where people that they're opening too many accounts and they're trying to do bad things on the platform. So now they're requiring people to verify their identity, and sometimes they're requesting additional documents to verify the address that you're putting on your application. So one thing that I want to make sure you guys know is when you're going to open an account, if you haven't opened it yet, make sure that you have everything in order. You have your ID, you have your bank statements, everything matches, because sometimes you might have if they're asking for let's say your bank documents, but the bank documents or the bank statements are under your wife's name, or you're putting your ID on the application for your personal information, but then they ask you for an electricity or any kind of utility bill, and the bill is under somebody else's name, that's going to have a conflict, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to verify your identity. So sometimes those kind of little things are going to affect the way that they approve your account.
Yeah, and a lot of us are thankful that Amazon's making it a little more difficult, because we were having, Amazon had a lot of trouble. A couple of years ago, they were really hearing it from customers because people were creating seller accounts for illicit reasons and then selling counterfeit products, and it just became a big problem. So I think, from my perspective, don't be intimidated by that reality. Be thankful for it. If you're a person of integrity that wants to sell legitimately on Amazon, then Amazon's gonna open the doors for you to be able to do that. And if you've got to jump through some extra hoops, or it takes a little longer than it might have otherwise, don't let that frustrate you. Be grateful that they have a good system in place where they're weeding out rascals and trying to create a place with more integrity. So, it might take you a week or two before you really get approved and set up. And some things with Amazon can kind of be frustrating with their communication. And so, if you have to submit the same documents multiple times, or, kind of answer them with the same answers you did previously or something, and it feels repetitive, we would say just stick with it and persevere, and don't let that frustrate you, because once you have your account set up, that'll be water under the bridge, and we're all better off for it. So I think Alan's right, but I think that's a good situation. Right. You have the choice initially between an individual account or a professional account. What would you recommend folks do, Alan?
I like to recommend at the beginning to go for the professional account, and the main reason is because the main difference between the individual and the professional is the individual account is free. The professional account is $39.99 a month here in the U.S. But if you get the free account, you're gonna be limited to the Seller Central, which is the software that they allow you to use for your business. So there's going to be limitations. You don't have access to document reports and a lot of different things. And then every time you sell a product, they're gonna charge you 99 cents. So let's say that you sell 50 products in a month, then you're gonna end up paying $50 instead of if you buy the $39.99 a month membership. You can sell 200 products in a month and you're still paying $39.99. On top of that, there's going to be a lot of access to reports and other things. One of the things that you're going to need at the beginning is when you start analyzing products and finding potential products to sell, there's certain tools that we recommend that you're going to need to connect to your Seller Central account. And if you have the free service or the free membership, you won't be able to connect it. So that's why I recommend, start with a professional. I mean, if you think about it, to open a business or to start a business and invest $39 a month, it's very low compared to if you want to open a warehouse, for example. You need to find a big place, $5,000 a month rent, or if you're trying to open a restaurant or any other business, the initial investment is going to be very high most of the time, especially if you're looking for like McDonald's or any kind of franchise. Those fees are going to be really, really high. So if you think about that, and then with Amazon, $39.99 plus some tools that you're going to use to run your business, with less than $200 a month, you're going to be able to run your business. That's a pretty low investment, initial investment for a business. So that's why I recommend start with a professional. Think about having this business for the next 5, 10 years, 20 years, and it's going to be a lot easier and a lot better to build the business.
Yeah, it really is a pretty small investment. And one of the reasons we advocate for the arbitrage model, as we'll talk about, is that really there's nothing that precludes you from selling once your Amazon account is approved. So you can begin selling right away and receive the benefits of that professional account immediately. I know with some models, you're not expecting to actually sell something for 6 to 12 months, and then you feel like you're wasting your money on that professional account. So you can start with an individual under those circumstances and then upgrade your account at a later time. But we would say get the professional account, dive in, and start doing some arbitrage so that you're making sales, gaining experience, selling on Amazon, using your account, which has benefits that come with that. Well, Alan, what are some of the different business models or some of the different approaches you can take to selling on Amazon? There's no one kind of classic cookie cutter way to do it. So give us an example of some of the different models you can approach selling on Amazon with, and then we'll speak specifically to what we like about arbitrage.
Sure. So there's a lot of different ways that you can sell on Amazon. I think there's only two different business models. There's the arbitrage model and the private label model. The arbitrage model, it's where when you're reselling products. So you buy something and then you resell it on Amazon. The private label model is you want to build a brand and you're going to start, buying products that you're going to put your own, brand on them and then sell them as your own brand. So those are the main two business models that I think are available on Amazon. Now, when you talk about arbitrage, there's a lot of different ways to do arbitrage. And, when I started selling on Amazon about 5 years ago, I learned about wholesale, and I started doing wholesale, buying wholesale. I also learned about pallets and buying, liquidation pallets, and I tried to do that. And then I learned about retail arbitrage, going to Walmart or Target and buying and reselling that way, doing online arbitrage. So there's a lot of different ways to do arbitrage. I think the main two ways that I like to do arbitrage, because it's a little bit easier to learn the process, is retail and online arbitrage. And those are the two different ways that I've been able to do arbitrage for the last 4 or 5 years. And it's, like I said, it's a lot easier because in my case, I was just mentioning this to Eric. In my case, for example, if I find this product and I can sell it, I find it at Walmart and I can sell it, I can buy 2, 3, 5 units of these, send them to Amazon. And if I buy it at a low price and then Amazon is selling at a higher price, I can make a profit on that transaction. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, focusing specifically on retail and online arbitrage.
Took me a minute to unmute there. Yeah. So the big difference between those, so you've really got two camps. You've got the private label camp where you're purchasing large quantities direct from a supplier or manufacturer, unbranded products, and then you're placing your brand on those products. And so what that means for you is you've got to develop your own brand. You want to think to develop your own product and understand what the market niche for that product looks like and evaluate it based on the numbers that Amazon allows you to see and evaluate. And then you have to create a new listing, which means that Amazon takes this product that you've developed and adds it to their catalog, assigns you an ASIN, and now your challenge really is to market your product by promoting that listing and getting that listing to rank on the Amazon marketplace. You can't assume that just because you created a listing that when people search for your product within that market niche that they're going to find your listing. You've got to get it to rank, and so now you're investing in pay-per-click advertising and other things, and that's a workable model for sure. But over and against that, the arbitrage model is a model wherein you're never creating a new listing because you're not attaching your brand and marketing what would be a new product in the Amazon catalog. You're finding discounted products that are already listed on Amazon. And not only that, but those products that are already listed on Amazon are demonstrating sales velocity, and you're seeing that they're selling frequently and at a profitable price. And so the cool thing about arbitrage that we like is you're not building anything from scratch, and you've got pretty solid data that you can take advantage of and leverage to know, okay, it's going to sell, and it's going to sell at this price, and therefore, I can make this much money, and it's probably going to sell over the course of the next 30 to 60 days. Now, the challenge is you got to find those discounted products,
right?
And we can talk more about how to do that, but they're out there, and Alan and I have spent lots of time trying to demonstrate that opportunities to find discounted products like that are available. But that's really kind of what those two camps look like. And Alan's right. You can kind of slice and dice arbitrage in a lot of different ways. Private label, there's also different ways that you can approach that. Speak a little bit specifically to the differences between online arbitrage and retail arbitrage.
Okay, so doing retail arbitrage, basically you're gonna go to your local stores. It can be a Walmart store or a Target store, or any retail that sells to the end consumer. And what we're looking at the beginning to make it easier for us, at the beginning we were looking for clearance items, so something that is said that the regular price is $29.99 in the store, because they have to keep available space for new products to come in. Usually the stores are going to start discounting products that are not selling fast, or they have too many units available, and or promotions that they have to run. So you end up looking for products that have very, very deep discounts. So if you get something that has 50, 60, 70% discount, you can end up buying something that the regular price is $29.99. You end up buying it for $7, $8, $10, and then you turn around and then you sell it on Amazon for the regular price, $29.99. And in that process, when you sell it at $29.99 minus the Amazon FBA fees and your cost of the product, you end up making a profit or a return on that investment. So you can go to the stores physically, or you can just go online. And online you can go to a lot of stores and just browse the stores in your computer, look at the products that are on this store, find them on Amazon, and if you can find something that has good potential profit, then you can buy it and then sell it on the platform.
That's good. So with retail arbitrage, the minute you have approval and your Amazon account is set up, you can download the Amazon Seller Central app right on your smartphone. It's free, no additional fees for that app. And that app is completely sufficient for you to go into a store, scan products, and you scan the UPC barcode. Sometimes when that doesn't work, you can back up and scan the whole product, and the app will at times capture different wording on the package or images and allow you to find the product. You're looking to find whether or not the product is in the Amazon catalog, and scanning it, the app will then tell you. And if it's in the catalog, it's going to give you the data you need to be able to evaluate whether the product will be a moneymaker for you or not, or whether the product will actually sell. And so that's the steps you want to take to do retail arbitrage. And then you need to learn about things like BSR, and your return on investment, and kind of what numbers will guide you into finding a real quality product that will actually make you money and will sell. Now with online arbitrage, the approach is a little different, of course, because you're not laying your hands on physical products that you can scan with your smartphone. And so now you're kind of entering into the world of having to copy and paste titles from Kohl's.com into Amazon.com and work through that. And it can be very effective. It's actually surprised me over the years how simple it is to purchase products online, have them shipped to you, and then you turn around and ship them back to Amazon and sell them at a significant profit. And it really can work. And so if this is your first time hearing about arbitrage, it's not really too good to be true. It takes work because you've got to find the opportunities, but it's very workable. And many are doing it. And one of the cool things about online arbitrage is it can be done from any location. So Ellen and I both know a lot of people that do not live in North America, and they have an international location, but they do online arbitrage and they sell products in the .com US market, because they're purchasing products from .com websites, and then they're finding a way to get them sent into the FBA system, and they're selling them right in the US. So you can do it from remote locations, and that's really cool. One of the things that Alan and I are excited about, and why we're doing these broadcasts, is to promote a tool called Roi Scanner. And so when you're doing online arbitrage, there are several tools that are helpful to streamline the process, to save you time, to save you energy, to help you work smarter rather than just harder. And these tools are pretty simple business investments that aren't that expensive, but can produce a real return for your work and help you find products. And so, Alan, why don't you demonstrate a little bit of what ROI Scanner does, and just put it in its context of online arbitrage?
Sure. So basically, the way that we do it online, and by the way, we're coming up with the Android version for retail arbitrage in a few weeks, and then we're working on iPhone version so we can have for different for all the different cell phones and everything, so you can do retail and then online arbitrage. But basically, the regular way that you're gonna do online arbitrage is you're gonna go to any store, get copy the title or the information of that product, go to Amazon, see if you can find it on Amazon, and once you find that product on Amazon, you want to make sure that it's the same product. So I'm buying this hand sanitizer. I want to make sure that on Amazon is the same one, same model, same everything. And then, if I can find it, then I'll buy it and then sell it on Amazon. ROI Scanner, one of the features that the software has is that instead of having to go to, jump from one source to Amazon and then kind of look for that information manually, the software is going to go automatically to Amazon, look for that product. If the software finds it, then it's going to give you all the information inside the store. So let me show you the way that the software works real quick. So for example, right now I'm on Walgreens, and inside Walgreens, I found this product that is a cleanser for let's see, it's some kind of cream or cleanser that it's selling right now. It's selling on Walgreens for $16.99. Okay, it's and then they have a buy one get one 50% off promotion on top of that. So I can buy this for one for $16.99. If I buy two, it's gonna be even less than that. And then the software automatically goes to Amazon and loads the product. If we found it, it loads the product information inside Walgreens. And as you can see right here on Amazon, it gives me a lot of information. It gives me, based on the information that Amazon provides, it's giving me this information right here that is showing the estimated sales in the last 30 days is 200 sales. It gives me the category, the percentage of the category, the rank, and it gives me the price. So this cream is selling for $49.99 on Amazon. And I can buy it for $16.99 or even less than that. If I buy two of them, the second one is only $7. So I can buy two for like less than $10. So if I buy it at $16.99 and I sell it at $49.99, I'm getting $19.45 after everything, after all the Amazon fees. That's gonna be my profit, and I'm getting 100%, 107% ROI. That means that I spend $17, and I'm recouping those $17 when I sell it. Plus, I'm getting $19.45 profit. So this is basically you double your money on this transaction. And then it gives you a lot of information that we get from another site called Keepa that keeps track of a lot of information from Amazon. So it gives us the average price, average rank, a lot of information that we need in order to decide, okay, is this a good price? So the average price in the last 30 days has been $39. So and then on the last 90 days has been $30. So I can probably say, okay, $49 might be on the top of the price for the history of this product. What about if I buy it for $16.99 but I sell it for $30? Then I only get 13% ROI. If I sell it for $39, I'm still getting about 50% ROI. So if I can sell it between $39 and $49, I have a very good profit margin and a very good ROI. But in the last 30 days, it's been selling for $39. Right now, it's kind of a little bit on the high side. maybe because people are getting out of stock, all the other sellers. And then you can see right here there's only two sellers. One seller is using the FBA distribution channel, and then another one's using the FPM distribution channel. So if I want to buy this product, and I know that I can get this for about maybe $11, I'm gonna have a good profit on this one regardless. Even if I sell it at $30, I'm still getting 75% ROI at $30 because I'm buying one and the second one is 50% off. So once you start finding these kind of items, you can start building your inventory with items that have 100% ROI, 75% ROI, and every sale makes you, $8, $10, $12. That's how you start building your Amazon, and then getting a lot of profit on your purchases.
Yeah. So everything you saw on Alan's screen, that blue rectangle, was the ROI scanner tool that he has downloaded and then put as an extension into his browser. So the minute he goes to Walgreens.com and has that extension turned on, it activates right within the Walgreens listing. And then as he's looking at various products like that psoriasis cleanser, it is pulling in data from the Amazon website that helps you evaluate that product. So of course, if that product, wasn't selling consistently, and it's not a given that just because it's listed in the Amazon catalog that it's actually making good sales, but you can read the data and see, okay, it is selling. Alan pointed out, I think that it was selling over 200 units a month. And so you can see that it's selling, and you can even look at what the price it's selling for now and how that compares to the past price by looking at the graph that he demonstrated. All that information is contained within the tool right there in the Walgreens website. And this just makes your task of doing online arbitrage that much easier, because in one pass you can look at the data for that product, and maybe it's not good, and you can just tell right away, this isn't a product that I would purchase, and you go to the next one, and the same, and you go to the next one, and you're moving efficiently and quickly through the website. And then when you find products that you suspect are good products, the calculator is right there. It's pulling the FBA fees from Amazon, which would be an indicator to you what it's going to cost to actually sell this product, and the math is done right there for you. So it's going to cost me $17 to buy this product. Oh, look, I can get two. It's actually going to cost me $13 or whatever it is. And you do the math right there, and you look at what you can sell it for and see what your profit is. This tool is facilitating your online arbitrage in a way that's really going to help you work more efficiently, and at the end of the day, find more products. So that's why we're excited about it. And it's not only doing that at Walgreens.com, it's doing it at Target.com and HomeDepot.com and Walmart.com. And how many websites, Alan, in total can you use this tool on?
Right now, I think we're at 22 or 23 stores. So I'll share my screen with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, how cool is that? And it's only going to increase as we roll out for more and more stores.
Right. So of course, you can use it on Amazon. That's going to be the main site. But then if you go to Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, and we just added these 5 websites: Barnes & Noble, Belk, Ace Hardware, Zorro, BB Toy Store. So there's a lot of different stores that you can go and start. Walgreens is one of them. So you can just go and start looking for products or browsing for products, and it's going to give you all the Amazon information that you need in order to make an informed decision.
Yeah, so I think this tool is something that's worth checking out. There's a 7-day free trial that you can use. If you look in the description below, you can check that out, try it on your own. If you're kind of thinking about whether or not you want to jump in and start selling on selling on Amazon, we think arbitrage is a great way to do it. It's pretty low risk, and it doesn't take a lot of overhead. So if you set up your Amazon Seller Central account, which we spoke about at the beginning of the program, and really isn't that hard. I mean, just kind of get your documents in order and be patient to work with whatever Amazon requires, and you're going to get the account set up. And then all you've got to do is start finding some products that look like they're going to be at good opportunities. And ROI Scanner can help you do that. And you don't have to invest, $5,000 in this business startup. You can just take, $50 or $100 and buy a couple products that you've identified are selling and are going to be able to make you a little bit of money, and send them into Amazon FBA and see what happens. I mean, that's how I got started. I took my credit card to Toys R Us, and I bought about $80 to $90 worth of toys, and thought it was kind of crazy. I thought, why am I spending $100 on toys that I'm not going to give to my kids or do anything? But they were in the FBA system for less than 2 weeks, and I had earned back my money, and I hadn't sold them all. And so I thought, gosh, maybe this really works. And I reinvested in other products. But for me, it was just baby steps, and it was taking simple steps to kind of see how this works and get my feet under me. And I'm pretty conservative, and so I didn't want to just invest a ton of money right away. But after doing that a couple times, I had a growing inventory, and I had eliminated all the risk because I had gotten my money back. And so then I got a little more courageous to spend a couple $100 when I found a really good opportunity. And next thing I knew, I was making money and adding margin to my budget. And then it got a little addictive. It started being like, I can really make this work. And so, in the beginning, what was just making 50 or $100 here became, I'm consistently adding $500 a month to my budget. And that's really encouraging for our family. And that's what's led Alan and I to get to where we're at today. So those are just a couple of my concluding thoughts as I think about, giving you the opportunity to maybe set up your Amazon account and get started selling on Amazon. There's not really any risk, and there's very small cost up front, and see if it works for you and see if you can make this thing be profitable. Because if, a year from now, you could be making $500 a month doing it, and it's not eating your lunch like some businesses do. You're able to kind of do this on the side, and you find that it's fun. Man, why wouldn't you give that a whirl? So those are some of my thoughts. Alan, any thoughts before we sign off here to just conclude the matter?
Sure. No, I think it's if you're looking to start a business, and this is something that is attractive to you, it's a good business model. I started about close to 5 years ago, and within a year I was I was already selling full time. I sold my other business, and I just decided I'm just gonna jump in 100% on this business, and I've been doing it for over 4.5 years. And it's a good business. I like the model, and we do it every day. I have boxes and boxes of products that I'm processing and doing this every day. So it's a good model. But if you feel like you need more help and you need like a step-by-step program, also we have a link down there on the description that you can see all the details for our the membership that we offer. And of course, we have the software that is going to give you is going to save you a lot of time now, if you use something like a Roi Scanner.
Yeah, and you can work the different business models together. So I've used Arbitrage as a stepping stone to building a business that's incorporated a lot of other things. And so, I conservatively entered into selling on Amazon doing Arbitrage, and I liked that I could kind of do it a small step at a time. And once I got that ball rolling well and I was making money with my business, I then had a bottom line in my business account, and I could think about other business investments. So that's part of the reason why I have a warehouse, and I'm doing, storage and Amazon automation for Amazon sellers. That kind of spun out of the business I started with Arbitrage. Or I also do function some in the private label lane, and so I've branded and marketed my own private label products, and I continue to do Arbitrage. But Arbitrage really built a foundation for me to launch some private label products, and so it's a great way to enter. And for some of us, we're just never going to stop doing it because we see that it's profitable, it works, and we enjoy it. But it can also be an entry point for you building other business models into what you're doing. So we want to be helpful to you guys. We do think that the Roi Scanner tool can serve you, so we're not ashamed to tell you to check it out. We're big advocates for Just One Dime and their coaching programs, and so check out the links below. But really, we just think there's an opportunity here I mean, Amazon has absolutely exploded in the last year. COVID has propelled it. the whole retail industry is moving to online, and right now the percentage of people that purchase retail online is still really small. And so not only is there a current opportunity, but the potential in my mind is only going to grow. And so you haven't come to this opportunity too late. I think this is a great time for you to start and get your account set up and jump in. So we would suggest giving it a whirl and seeing what it might do for you and your family. Well, Alan, as always, thanks for doing this. Guys, if you want to subscribe to the Roi Scanner channel and check out some of our other videos, we're trying to do this on a weekly or every other week basis, and so we're going to keep doing more videos. And anytime we have opportunity to interact with folks live and answer questions, we're going to do that as well. So, all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Monday, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
All right, take care, man.
All right.
Bye.